Hello and welcome to the Art Hitman. I'm Perry and today I'm going to show you how to draw Jeff the Killer. Alright, we're going to start our line at the top of the page for Jeff the Killer and divide the page in half down to the bottom. This is of course to divide the page in half from right to left of the figure. Start off by putting an oval shape in very lightly. Then put two lines in for his neck, just like this. And then put an oval shape at the base of his head. Then you want to take his head size and move down just underneath his chin, mark it, and then come down one more time, mark it again. This is going to be the size of the next oval, which is his torso. So you're just going to bring a nice oval shape right here, just like this. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing with his head using our index and thumb and coming to our right, marking it, and then coming to our left side and doing the same thing. This is the placements for his shoulders, so you want to have a line that's going to come in just like this and like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to draw an oval for, or a circle for his shoulder. Make sure it's as close to his torso as possible, which is right in here, the large oval. Then you're going to take another circle inside this circle and draw a line down here. Draw a circle for his elbow and draw a line off the page. Now for his right arm, his right arm is raised, so we're going to overlap it with another circle just like this. If you see the distance between these two is not that much, you overlap it, and then you put his shoulder in here, or his elbow. Then you have a line that comes straight back like this. This would be for his arm, and then another one for his wrist. Then you want to have his hand come over like this on his head. Now for his waist, you want to draw a simple oval shape just like this. Now we can start to begin to add some features. So for his eyes, they're slanted because this is dealing with his psychology. He's supposed to be crazy or insane, kind of like the Joker. That's like how I like to think about it. So you want to bring his face in slimmer. So put two lines in like this to make his face a lot thinner than this oval shape here. Now for his chin doesn't have a square, so it's going to come to a small curve. He doesn't have a gaunt chin like say Superman or Batman. Bring it up on the other side. And then for his eyes, you want to come in and make like a U, almost like a U shape. Come over just like this. Do the same thing for his left eye. And then for his iris, you want to bring it up as close as you can to the top, just like this. He almost has a deranged or a I don't care look in his eyes. And then for his nose, it's almost like a skeletal look, so you want to bring two curves in like this. And then for his mouth, it reminds me of the Joker's mouth from Batman Begins, so you just want to bring a line down like this and go straight across. It's very simplistic, nothing too difficult to do. Come up on the other side, almost like that Joker smile, come down, and then draw another line just like this. Now for his hair, we're going to have a curve that comes in just over his eye like that. Come around the other side and do the same thing. And for the top of his head, we're just going to come around like this. He has long hair, so we're going to continue his hair all the way down to his shoulders and curve it just like an S. So it's this shape just like this. And we're going to do the same thing on the outside. We're going to come in over his eye, come around, and then bring another S shape just like this. For the back side of his hair, we have one curve coming this way and over the shoulder. And we're going to continue another shape just like this one, but repeat it over top of his eye. come all the way up to the top and close it. Now on this side, we're going to repeat the same shape as here. So we're going to come around with an arc, come back up to the top of his head and meet this point right at the top when you make that arc or that curve. Then we have another one here on the side of his eye here. Bring it back around. And then we have one big piece that comes from here all the way down to his left shoulder. And then stop. And then for the right side, you have a line that comes down and just like this and over his face. Now we're going to deal with his chest. So with his chest, we're going to just put a line just like this here, and then put another one right here at the base of his neck. So you have a simple line that comes down like this. For his chest, we're going to bring a line in or curve like this all the way down on the center line and come around at the bottom like this, and then come back up. Then we're going to come over past this oval line shape here and then stop. Then we're going to work on his left shoulder. So we're going to have this come down straight, a line from his hair over to his shoulder. And we're going to go around the circle shape as you see I have drawn here. So make that shape here and come all the way around. Because he's thin, let that come down a little bit, just about where his chest is. Let this line come down just like this. Then we're going to come to the inside and bring a little line over to where we have this line drawn here. See that? You're going to bring a line over in here. So we're going to come under this line next to his torso line and then bring a line in just like this for his bicep muscle come in, just like that. Now for the outside, we're going to come out and go straight down to his elbow. Now for the bottom portion of his arm, we're going to come in over this circular shape here, come out, go straight down and then off the page. And do the same thing again here on the outside of his arm. Now, Jeff the Killer kind of has a skeletal structure that kind of goes right on the inside of the muscle. So we're going to continue this line down just like this and come over a little bit like that. Now for the right chest, the right side of his body, you're going to have a line come down slanted. If you notice, it'll be slightly different. This goes this way, this is going to go straight down, and it's going to come over to the middle like this and meet that line there. Come back up and then do the same thing on the side of his chest as we did here, but make it slightly higher. And then at this point, we're going to move a line over just like this and curve it. This is going to be his shoulder, just like his shoulders here. And then we're going to come up. All right, now we're going to go back to his left side of his body and simply take the torso shape and follow it all the way down to his waist and come in like this. He has a very slender waist, so we're going to come in and then bring his side of his leg out like this off the page. We're going to do the same thing to his right side. Come down and have his waist come around, curve, and then line go off the page. Now we're going to work on his right arm. So for his right arm, we're going to start on the outside of his right arm. We're going to have a line come around like this and right on top of his elbow here. As we see, we've drawn circles at this point that overlap like this. 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. Bring this line in like this. Go just under this here. And we're going to bring it under this line that's overlapping here. Just like that. And then we're going to have a line that comes down like this. Now for this curve here, we're going to bring this line in here so that way we don't overlook it. Come around like this, stop. From here, we're going to take this line and curve it in under, just before this line here. Now what we're going to do is just add in simple oval shapes here where his nipples are going to be. I'm going to move down a little bit for his ribs, or his abs rather. We're going to bring a curve in just like that. If you notice right where my finger is, I'm going to bring down a line like this on the outside and do the same thing over here, so that way it's even. So these two lines are going to indicate where we want the rib cage to go. So you're going to bring a line in like this and then like this. You're gonna carry this actually straight down. Go in a little darker. Be okay with it. It's all right. Now we're gonna come across. Of course, he has a 6-pack, so we're gonna bring one line in here, here, and then the last one here. We're gonna create W shapes. So we're gonna go down and write a W here. Back up. Do the same thing for the second. Like this. And don't be too concerned about how it looks right now. We can always go back and straighten it up later and do the last one like this. Underneath the last one, he has a navel or a belly button. You want to put that there. Now, for his rib cage, we're going to put indications. One curve here, one slightly smaller than the last one here. Do the same thing on his left side. And then stop here. Alright. Now at this point, we're going to continue. On the inside, he has 2 lines that come down like this off the page. I'm going to come up here and erase this line so that we can see his hand here. I drew in his hair so that we wouldn't lose any detail on his hair. So let me erase this line out right here. So that way we can draw his hand on his head. Now, when you're doing his hand, you're going to have a line that simply comes up like this. Put a line here. And actually at this point, I'm going to zoom in so that you can see me draw the detail of his hand. So once you have this line drawn in, you're going to have a line come up like this and then come in like this. You're going to bring it back up and come over and meet this line that I have drawn here. This is going to end, this is an indication of his pinky. Then we're going to do the ring finger the same way. Come up, dip down, go over, and then stop. Bring it back in. That's 2 fingers. Then we're going to do the third or the middle finger the exact same way. Bring it up on top of his head here. Now, the index finger, I'm going to close this side of the hand here, and it's going to bend. It's going to come up, over, and then bend down like that. Almost look like he's scratching his head. And then you want the thumb to come out on the outside like this. Now, we have Jeff the Killer drawn in detail pretty much up to this point. And what I'm going to do at this point is clean them up, erase, and straighten them all out. And then that way, at the end of the video, you can pause it and take a look at it if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up at this point.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe by clicking this round button at the bottom. Also, click one of the 2 videos at the top. Please like this video, tell a friend, and share it on Facebook. Thank you.
The Art Hitman.